So if you're just waking up right now, today's October 1st, and you might notice that if you have a big bag of crypto, it's probably worth more than when you went to bed last night. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unpack that. We're also going to talk about 5 projects that I'm in and how they're doing. I've been doing this weekly update for several months now, and it really helps me keep track of my journey, what's working, what's not, and I love to share that with you. So if you don't subscribe to the channel, now is a great time to do that. I'll wait a second. Okay, and go ahead and smash the like button now. I know that's cheesy, but sometimes we forget. So go ahead and hit that, and we'll get into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is why your cryptos most likely went up overnight. And it's actually a very terrible reason. So yesterday, or I should say like at the very last minute, the United States government came to an agreement on a budget that will fund our government for another 45 days. The president was super proud of this, that he signed this crappy legislation or bill or whatever it's called, this budget actually, and to allow to further screw the American people into debt that they don't even realize because they think, oh no, I don't want the government to shut down. Well, maybe that's not a terrible thing. It sucks for the people that work for the government who get furloughed, but they will get back pay. So it just sucks in the short term. But by funding that government for another 45 days, they funded it with an absurd amount of spending, overspending, that we will never possibly pay up. The United States government's in $33 trillion of debt. $33 trillion of debt. Most people say, oh, that doesn't matter, but at some point it will. Anyway, so that's why, because the fact that they funded that bill, it shows investors that, there's more people, like there's a lot of people that work for the government. A couple million people work for the government. I think 10 million people work for the government. I could be wrong on that number. But it's a lot of people. And that would have been it wouldn't be all those people that got furloughed, but a good amount of them. So neither here nor there. That's the main reason that got signed, and it wasn't a further deterioration of the cryptos. It meant that, it gave investors hope that we're going to figure all this out. But that's all I got to say about that. So that was good. The better news behind that is that my Eazybot had a pretty good day yesterday and a decent week. It wasn't great, but it was way better than it's been. So let's get into that. So I have 10 bots, as you can see here, and my Eazybot made $12.52 in the last week. So if I look at my handy dandy spreadsheet here, Eazybot, you can see I've had an increasing amount of money in that Eazybot, in those trades there. And now the Eazybot is worth my Eazybot, for those of you who don't know, it is a software. This is a software you can see in the background here. And basically what it does is it sends a signal through an API to your exchange where you keep your funds to buy and sell based on a certain algorithm that's created by the bot. I have 10 bots. This is the software that sends the signal. It's right here. As you can see, I have these 10 bots. This is Matic, AVAX, Algo, Litecoin, Solana, Curve, Ethereum, Polkadot, Bitcoin, and Ethereum Bitcoin. That's a good one. It's going to be growing my Bitcoin stack. So these are the bots that I have. And, it can't rug unless the Binance US, where I keep that money, rugs, or Kraken, or whatever the exchange that you're allowed to use, or certain exchanges you can use for the Eazybot. And I pay a one-time fee for the year, and then every time I have a successful sale or trade, it takes a small commission for that trade. And so I pay for 10 bots. You can pay for like a whole bunch more. This works for me if you have a lot more money and have a lot more to risk, because this is very risky. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I do. There's a link down below if you want to inspect Eazybot for yourself. Check it out. I think they give you 2 bots for free. I'm not sure if they still do that. You can start with a 5 bot plan. It's like $100 a year. So a very low investment. It is risky. This is bot trading. Although I'll tell you, I've never had a losing trade. I have taken money out of a trade because I can do that. I'm not stuck in here. I can always go to my exchange and just sell the underlying coin if I wanted to at a loss, but I don't need to do that. I'm in for the long haul here. So, and I think crypto will have better years in the coming years. So this has been a tough bear market. So I've talked a lot about this. Let's go to the numbers. The numbers tell me that I had about $3,600. I actually took 100 out to put in another project I'll show you, and I still my coins increased that much in value week over week. I didn't put a whole lot of money in there. I actually took 100 out. So the appreciation of my coins gave me a nice unrealized return. Now, the realized return that I've put back into my coins is this right here, is $12.52. That's a 0.35% return. If I annualize that, let's get my handy dandy calculator out. If I take that 0.35%, annualize that, assuming I don't compound 52 weeks, that's about an 18% return. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times what you get, almost 5 times what you get in a savings account right now. So not terrible. You know, it's more risky than a savings account because that underlying coin could fluctuate in value. But that being said, a 0.35% return, I'm shooting for a 0.5% to a full percent of return a week in Eazybot. And I got pretty close to my target this week, and we'll see what happens next week. I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, which that volume, or that volatility, I should say, is good for trading volume. Enough about Eazybot. If you want more information, there's a link down below, and join my Discord. We talk about it in there all the time. All right, let's move on to the next project, Quopi. So for those of you who know about Quopi, I've talked about it for a while now. I was even late to the game when I got in I think I got in, let's see here, July, or maybe I got in June. No, I got in, there you go, the week of July 22nd. And I've already gotten out of one full cycle. And so you can see here, if I go down here to manage funds and I go to my stakes, you can see right here, let me just check. Yeah, you can see right here, my first stake for 30 trades or trading days, which is about 6 weeks, because it's only Monday through Friday, because they claim that they trade New York Stock Exchange blue chip stocks, and they use the AI trading algorithm they created using AI technology to do so, and they've never had a losing day since they were conceived in, I think it was January of 2023. So not one losing day. That makes me nervous because there's a lot you can say about that, but I'm not going to get into that. It has been paying. I've successfully completed 30 trades in this one. I got a 60% return on my Bitcoin. So I took like $500 and made it like almost $760 or something. I took $200. I restaked that Bitcoin back here. I've had 19 successful trading days. I have 11 more before I can pull that out or restake. And then the other, like 6 trade days ago, I put in Litecoin. I've gotten a 10% return on that already. So it's been working pretty well. As you can see, over time, I've had $911 total staked. I've already gotten $886 back. And when these successful trades end, I might restake them or might take them out to realize my full amount. So I'm almost playing fully with house money. Actually, I am playing fully with house money because I've already pulled out some. I'm already playing with house money at this point. Is this risky? Yes. This could end at any time. It's been going for a long time. I thought it was going to end a long time ago, but it's still going. It's still paying. People are still talking about it. People are still putting money in there. Is it legit? I don't know, but it's been paying. Information on that down. Everything I talk about, if there's a link, I'll have it down below for you. If you're already in this one, great. Let me know what you think of it. Let's go to the next project. Oh, by the way, here is my weekly report. They've made lots of reports and made their graphics way fancier, so I don't know if that instills trust or not, but I like it. So here we go. My earnings for the week were $39.13. As you can see here, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin. I have 2 different stakes, Litecoin and Bitcoin. I get paid in Litecoin or in Bitcoin for those respectively. So if I go over here, Quopi, as you can see, I almost doubled my stake about 2 weeks ago, although I did that on a Friday. So you can see this week, my Bitcoin staked is now worth this much. You can see that right here. See that? Very nice. And I got $39 return. That's a 9.36% return. So that is pretty good. Annualize that, 1052. That's a 520 less, probably another 1252. So 480% return. I don't expect that to continue. Don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if it's Ponzonomics, but it has been working. As you can see, I've gotten all these returns from Quopi. Started with $12 and going over here. So what is that? I've gotten $405 returned from Quopi. Not too shabby. Like I said, I'm almost fully playing with house money at this point. All right, what's up next? Let's see here. Next up, BNB All-Stars. This is a fun little ROI app I've been playing in, and I put about $100 in, and they make you compound, reinvest 3 times before you can make a withdrawal. But they let that withdrawal clock, you have 48 hours to take your withdrawal. The meantime, it's accumulating rewards. So as you can see right here, I've already had 3 reinvestments. So I can withdraw right now if I want to. I can withdraw, it's up to $2.28 or 29 cents. I can withdraw that right now. I hit this button, it'll go into my wallet almost instantly. Or I can wait another, let's see, the cutoff timer is 20 hours. And so I'm going to wait that 20 hours. This will probably be $3 or $4. I'll hit withdrawal, and then this clock will start over. So I do 24, 24, 24, 48, then I withdraw. All right. So that means, let's see, every 5 days I'm taking a withdrawal just about. And so as you can see right here, this has been working. It's still working. Now, will it stop working at some point? Probably. I put $100 in. That $100 is now worth 132. So I'm getting my rewards based on this number, what it's worth now in their system, because I've been compounding. So as you can see, the rewards have increased because this number is increasing. So that's working. That's working today. It could end tomorrow. Only risk what you're willing to lose. These are very, very risky things. I'm just showing you my journey. All right. Next up is RevToken. Now, there is no referral fees for this. I just thought it was a cool project. I am in it. So you buy RevToken, and they give you rewards in Matic as to not inflate the token with their own coin. So there's a certain amount of this token out there. I think it's 10 million total tokens, and they aren't making any more. And let's see here. There's a 10% buy and sale fee. There's 0% on transfers. So if you want to transfer that, this is how they're distributed the token. They're burned 27% of it. Liquid protocol, blacklisted 21%. Development, blacklisted 21%. So there's a finite amount of the token. They have a roadmap here. They have things they want to do. They invest in real world utilities. They want to do let's see right here, a new type of KYC, an advanced KYC, because as you know, KYCs don't mean you're not going to lose your money. And so they have a lot of things that they want to do. They're working on it. They just rolled out one of their first utilities, which had to do with a coffee company. So they get profits that they distribute back in the form of Matic to their shareholders or their token holders. Let's see what that looks like. I got a very small bag in this. I have 5,894 Rev tokens. The Rev token value is like 3.5 cents. As you can see, it's fluctuated a little bit. It went up to like 5 cents the first week or so. I didn't want to sell because I'm looking for long-term projects. I'm not a day trader. I don't have time. I do other things. A lot of other things going on, family, work, other investments, side projects, other companies. So a lot going on. And as you can see, my stake is worth about $200. And I think I paid about 2.7 cents a token. So I'm still up. I could sell at a profit, but I don't want to do that. I like the long term. As you can see, I got 17 cents in Matic returns. That's a very small, it's like 0.08% return. That's because their utility really hasn't started up. They're vocal in the Discord, available in the Discord. They don't hide like some other people that are doing similar things out there. And they're very transparent and fairly cool, I found. So anyway, I'm in RevToken. Next up, this is a new project for this week. I did ape into this one. This one's been going since March. So I am now bought into bigwhale.io. Yes, I did ape in because I keep seeing this one come up over and over again. It's basically an ROI app, more or less. And I have a small stake of about $100 in there. And it only lets you take out if you have 0.1. So it's going to be a while before I have 0.1. And if you don't have 0.1, I'm sorry, BNB. You put in BNB, and then every 24 hours you get returns. Well, I can't pull my returns out until I get 0.1 BNB, and that's $20 basically right now, $21.50 or so. I have 100 stake. That mean when I get a 20% return. But what it does is it restakes your earnings if you don't have enough in there. So it's going to keep restaking me until my rewards will equal 0.1 that I can take out. So it might be a while before that happens. I'll keep updating you on this one. Do I expect this one to last forever? No, I don't. Will it last forever? No, it will not. So we'll watch this one. Is it risky? Of course. All this stuff is risky. So let's take a look at that, what that looks like on this. I haven't put it on here yet. Okay, I'll put that on here. It's new this week, so next week you'll have it on the handy dandy spreadsheet. I haven't gotten any rewards, so it really wouldn't total. So let's look at the total returns for the week. So my total returns off a total investment. I don't have that number on here. That's one I'm going to add. I'm going to start. But anyway, I got about $55 of rewards this week. So I am not one of those YouTubers who can say $1,000 a day yet. I'm still working on ways to build this. And I have a couple things I want to show you so bad. It's just not complete. So this weighted return, I made a 1.28% return this week. Now, most people would say, oh, that's terrible. I got like 8% in Quopi. Why don't you just put all your money in Quopi? Well, I like Quopi, but I like to be hedged out amongst many things. So if I lose money in one thing, if the other ones didn't rug, I'd have 20 projects going strong. But I've had so many things rug where I keep losing money that I just don't want to commit to one single project. So 1.28% return right now, that's a 66%. If you annualize that single return, it's about a 66% return. That's still pretty darn good. 400% returns aren't sustainable. This is a 66% return. It doesn't take into account the money I've lost. So I'm going to start figuring that out to show you that. So all in all, not the worst week in crypto. I think I got a 1.28% return off the money I have risked in the crypto right now in the DeFi space, my Easybots, the Quopi, the big whales, the BNB All-Stars, RevTokens, and these things. I'm going to keep doing things to try to increase my stake, to increase my returns, but I'm going to take the rewards I get and throw them typically back into something like Eazybot. I did throw rewards back into Quopi because I'm playing with house money, but the rewards I make from those rewards, I'm putting into Eazybot because I still believe in the Eazybot. Let me know how you did in crypto this week. Let me know what your thoughts are on the things that I'm doing. Again, this is my journey. Thanks for tagging along. I hope you have another great week in the crypto. I'm going to update you again next week. I have a few things I'm going to throw out there this week for you. So please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you again soon.